Welcome to JavaScript Essentials for WordPress developers. Hi, I'm Aruba. I have been working with WordPress for over a decade now. I've worked with companies big and small, commercial and nonprofit, and I've built all kinds of things on top of WordPress and not on top of WordPress as well. Here's the thing. JavaScript is becoming a bigger and bigger part of modern WordPress development. Why? Because JavaScript itself is far more tightly integrated into the WordPress core now. If you're already a pretty good WordPress developer, then you have plenty of development jobs under your belt, probably in the realm of PHP, with maybe some jQuery and light JavaScript thrown in. So you know a lot of good stuff. What you may not know are some of the quirks and specifics of JavaScript itself. This course is designed to close that gap and get you up and running with the essentials of JavaScript in about 2 hours, maybe a little bit less. We'll cover things like different variable types, mutation inside JavaScript, fetching data, manipulating strings, destructuring, all kinds of things that are important to understand before you start diving into JavaScript, because doing so and knowing those things will make you far more productive as you go Googling and studying code and generally doing the thing we all developers do, which is just figure it out. There is no project. Each video in the series is independent and you can watch them all on their own in any order you want. However, there is a method to my madness, and I would recommend that you at least try to follow the general order of the videos. It will help you, especially if you haven't worked with JavaScript at all very much. This course or series is not for people who don't have any dev skills. While you don't necessarily need to have WordPress dev skills, although, it is designed for people who work with WordPress and PHP, you need to have some dev skills from some part of the front end or general development world, back end, front end, doesn't matter. You need to know the fundamentals of programming. You need to know what loops are, what an if statement is, what variables are, for example. If you don't have that basic understanding of development, you're not going to find yourself getting the most out of this course. It's really meant for people who are already developers who just need a little help figuring out a different language, in this case, JavaScript. Now, as you go through the series, feel free to pop questions or comments underneath the videos where those questions or comments pop up for you. I will do my best to respond as much as I can. And if you haven't already, there is an email series attached to this particular course. So the link for that is in the description of the video. If you sign up, you'll get an email every single day until the series has ended, and there'll be prompts in there, a little bit of text, and just gives you a little bit of self-accountability. And then you can also reply to the emails to ask me your questions if you have them. Okay, that is my quick intro. Let's get to it. I will see you in the next video.